Hello, we have here Datuk James from Snappers Publishing. And Datuk James, I've heard about your rocket system on how to publish your first book. So could you tell us a little bit about your system?
Thank you, Sivai, for this. Well, we have a 4-step system, what we call it the rocket system. Thank you for remembering it.
Yeah.
Well, the 4 steps will be, the first step will be actually called a pen down.
Pen down.
Means to write it. The next one we actually call the publish. And after we print it. And then last but not least, we actually will call it promote it.
So could you share with us the first step, which is pen down?
Right. So in the pen down problem to a publishing model, our solution would we actually call a kickstart writing system. Just to explain a bit more, under the kickstart writing system, we expand it to 2 areas, which we believe that under the kickstart writing system, there is a what we call as a lead-up model. The lead-up model will be the first one will be actually have a creative story system. So we believe everybody has a story to share, and if you can actually get the story out from the individual, that book would be different. And I was just thinking about the next part of creating that story is to actually have a format. Even Disney movies have a format. What's their format? There must be a villain, there must be a hero, and towards the end there is a happy ending. So that's under our pen down system.
So that is the first step.
That's
and
right.
the second step is going to be publish, right?
That's
Publish.
right.
So tell us a little bit about publish.
Well, under the publishing aspect, our solution will be actually the unique position system. After that, what happens during that unique publishing system, we actually expand it to 3 different areas.
3 different, wow.
So the 3 different areas, the first one will be actually, we call it the book design formula. So we believe that the book design is actually very important. When someone tells you, never judge a book by its cover, I always say otherwise. Everybody buys a book because of its cover. So that's the most important, the first step of it. The second step would actually when someone buys the book or considers buying a book, statistics have shown that it takes about 14 seconds for someone to actually buy that book. So about 7 seconds in front, 7 to 8 seconds behind. And they will decide, do I really want this book? Before they take the next logical step, they will open up the table of contents and go through.
I see.
In my library, do I have similar books? And from that table of contents, if you said, I actually have a lot of books in that particular segment, so what happens then? So to make it a deciding factor, we actually have an endorsement strategy. We'll teach you how to get whoever you want, a celebrity or someone of credibility, to actually forward your book. Well, assuming you could get anybody you want to forward or endorse your book, like the Prime Minister, so to speak. I believe the book would sell much easier.
Of course, and that is the second step. And the third step is to print it, right? The third step.
So the third step, we actually have a hassle-free printing system, what we call a hassle-free. You do not worry about the defects or the quality. What happens, we have a similar to an ISO-based system where we actually check not just once, but twice.
Wow.
All right, we have a manager that goes down and not just have a random check. What we actually do is we actually physical check each and every book. So we minimize the damage, quality control down to maybe 2%. So that's what we're trying to do right now.
Okay, I see. And the last step is to actually promote, right? So could you share with us about promote?
Right. What we would like to call our solution for the promote section would be actually a quantum move system. Let me explain, expand a bit more on the quantum move system. One we call the push and pull formula. What we call the push and pull formula, depending on the author and depending on the client, we will advise the correct strategy. Well, a lot of people out there actually gives a lot of comments, advice, but they're not proven. The strategies that we use are actually proven and they have been used by our authors. So we actually have a push and pull formula, and that will tell you whether you need to go online or offline. And we'll share with you that.
Sure. Thank you, Datuk. And I can see that it's a really, it's a really like very. It's a proven system, and there's like a lot of things to do, and you have laid it out. You gotta do this first, you gotta do this first, then you gotta do this. It's really detailed. So just for the benefit of the audience watching this today, could you share with us how could they find out more about this?
Sure. Just go to www.snapperspublishing.com. It should be right below here. Thank you.
Thank you,
Sivai.
Thank you. Nice meeting you.